guys, how are you doing today? So I really wanted to film my updated palette collection, and this isn't going to be my entire palette collection because I suck at decluttering, and it would be kind of like redundant to like talk about every palette that I've already talked about before. So I will go ahead and link the one that I did in 2015 down below, and now this is like an update of all the palettes that I've gotten since then, and if I love them or hate them. I know this is a ridiculous amount, especially when you see my other video. I have way too many palettes, and I'm going on a no-buy, and I'm not getting any more palettes, even though I just bought the Saharan palette by Juvia's place. But besides that, no more. But let's just go ahead and get started. So first one that I have sitting in front of me is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. I love this palette. I took it on a trip with me, and like this is all I used for like 2 weeks straight, and I didn't bring any other eyeshadows, so I feel like that speaks a lot because I'm notorious for needing like 3 different palettes with me. But I love this one. I hope you guys can see that it is loved. I just feel like all the colors in here are so beautiful, and I love really like pink toned warm shades, so like these shades right here are just like my jam. Okay, next palette is the Hidden Treasures palette by Dose of Colors. I will leave down below, I'll do like a little star on the ones that are limited edition so you guys know what you can and can't still buy, because a lot of these are limited edition. But yeah, this one's not available anymore, but it was so beautiful. I'm sad that this isn't like a permanent product, because I feel like this is just like such beautiful neutrals, but it still is really fun because the shimmers in this are just absolutely amazing. Also, along with the name of each palette, I'm going to go ahead and leave like any other video that I've done it with them link, just in case you're interested in like reviews, swatches, tutorials, whatever I have. I'll go ahead and link. But oh, this next one is a little bit controversial, and it is the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. And I was so lucky, you guys. Whenever I bought this, I was up on the website for like 4 hours when it originally released, and I was able to get through, but they accidentally sent me 2 instead of 1, and I gave the other one to my mom and she loves it. But here is what it looks like. It smells like peach rings, and to be quite honest, I love the colors in this palette. I love the formula, I love everything about it, but I just haven't used it. I don't know why. Maybe because it's been like winter slash fall, and I need to like, I don't know, it's about to be spring, so I need to get back into these type of shades. But yeah, I haven't used this in a hot minute. Next palette is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani. I love the shades in this, but if you're not fair, then they're probably not for you. I feel like it's very much a palette for very pale white people, which kind of sucks if you're not and you like Gwen Stefani, then you probably would have wanted something more. But for me, I love all the shades, and I feel like the quality in this palette is amazing for Urban Decay, like even better than their standard. But like this shade right here, Punk, is literally my favorite brown shade ever in life. Like it is just the perfect shade. Oop, and we have another controversial palette. So this is the Tarte Pro, and if you love the Tartelette, if you love the Tartelette in Bloom, then you'll love this. If not, then you'll hate it. So I think that Tarte shadows are one that you either love or you hate, and personally I love them. Can't get enough of them. And it also smells like chocolate or like something sweet. I'm not sure, maybe not chocolate, but I still need to use this more. I've only used it a few times, but every time that I've used it, I love it. And like I said, I love pink toned warm shades. So like this shade right here, Mod, is my jam. I love, actually everything in this is my jam. Even their cool tone shades I still love. Okay, so next I have 2 palettes that I unfortunately did not like, and these are the BH Cosmetics Marble palettes. I bought them before there were swatches, reviews, anything. They like just showed up on the website, and I was like, may as well get them because they're only $12 each. But honestly, they swatch really well, but whenever I put them on my eyes, they just like fall off, like they just dust away. It's like they blend into nothing. And I saw people commenting on my review like, try more, you can do this and you can do that. But you guys see how many palettes I have. I really don't want to sit and try with a palette that I don't have to. But yeah, not a fan of these. They swatch really pretty, but they don't perform well in my opinion. Next are 2 of my favorite matte palettes, and these are the Viseart palettes. They're normally $80 each, but musebeauty.pro.com or something like that, they do a deal where you can pick any 2 of the palettes and you get like 2 or 3 brushes for free for like $120. So it makes it a better deal, especially because their brushes that they come with were actually really good. But this is the matte neutrals, and this is the Editorial. I love this because obviously I love bright shades and the pinks and the reds, and like everything in this is so well done. Like a lot of really bright colors like this can end up being kind of chalky, and the quality on the Viseart palettes is just phenomenal. So they do colors really well. And then this is just a staple, but I mean, you can find these colors basically anywhere, so it's not something I would like say like you have to run out and grab unless you're like in love with eyeshadow and you just want to. So this next palette is the Vice 3, I think, and this might look a little ridiculous to you. It might not look like yours because I totally dropped this and every single eyeshadow fell out, and I honestly did not have the patience to sit on the floor and like look up a picture of this palette and put them in place. So all the colors are in the wrong spots because like, I don't know if you can hear, but they're all like the glue in the Urban Decay palette sucks because this happened in one of my Naked palettes too. Next, another palette that I love but I don't use quite enough is the Lorac Pro Mega 3. And it's a really beautiful palette. It does look quite loved just because it is the white packaging and it's really good quality. I don't know, I haven't used it as much as I need to, but I love this. I don't know if it's available anymore. Next, this is a palette that I die for. This is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I really love the quality of their palettes. I feel like I've said before that they have like sketchy customer service, and I was scared to purchase, and this is kind of weird, but they actually reposted a picture that I had of this palette, and that was like months ago. They reposted it and had my name with it and everything, but then like maybe like 2 weeks ago they posted the picture again. They zoomed in, I think they added a filter or something, but they didn't tag me in it. It was like, it's still my picture. So I commented and said like, I wish you would have you know, at least tagged me, and it gave me photo credit. You know, I'm trying to grow. Like it's supposed to be like a mutual relationship between brands. You post pictures, they repost, and they give you credit. And then they just deleted the picture and posted someone else's and tagged them. So I thought that was really weird. So I don't know about all that, but I'm in love with their eyeshadows. I feel like their eyeshadows are really good quality, and that's why I just bought the Saharan one, because it's absolutely beautiful. Hopefully it's the same exact quality, because these are just like some of the most pigmented eyeshadows, and this color spectrum just speaks to me. Next is the BH Cosmetics Foiled Eyes palette. I actually did eye swatches on every single color in this, and my eyes literally were burning and raw for days. But this is an amazing palette, especially on a budget. I think I got mine for $9, and you just literally cannot beat the quality of this. Like, I really want to get all the Makeup Geek foiled shadows, but it's like $200 for the entire set, and I just cannot bring myself to do that, or even to buy them individual, because if I buy them individual, then I can't buy the set and get the deal. So basically that's why I haven't bought any Makeup Geek foiled shadows, even though I've literally wanted them since before they came out. I'm ridiculous, but this is a nice substitute. I'm sure it's not quite as creamy. It's not the exact level of quality, but you can just spray your brush, and I mean, most of these are like incredibly pigmented. So love this. So I don't know if this really counts as a palette, but I figured I would still mention it since I mentioned my Z palettes before. But I did get the Makeup Forever Extra Large palette, and this is so good. I actually saw Angela Marie Tanner showed a picture of how like you should alternate the rows, and you can actually fit like 9 more shadows in here. So I need to go ahead and do that and fix mine and add more of my other shadows. But I have like a mix of Makeup Geek, Luxie, MAC, and Morphe in here. So if you guys ever want to see like a video on like my top neutral shadows, my go-to single palette, even though I have like problems like using this, I always forget to, other than this one shade here, Shimma Shimma. I always go for Shimma Shimma. But yeah, I love this. So if you guys want to see a video on all of these and swatches and stuff, just let me know. Next, I have the Tarte Maneater palette. Just looks like this, and it is another like perfect neutral palette. Like you could do so much with this little palette, and it's like warm tone, so I just had to get this, and it smells good, and I love Tarte. Next is the Kylie Cosmetics Holiday Palette, and I personally love like the Kylie Cosmetics line. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually a fan of the Kardashians and Jenners. I think that they're a fun family, and I think that people like always have their panties in a wad about them. But anyways, I love the Holiday Palette. I feel like it's really unique. I also have the Burgundy palette, which is also really good. This is what I have on my eyes today. I have like this gold shade in the middle, and then like this pink shade on the outside, and this shade in the crease. And then I put this shade over my black liner just to do something a little bit different. And this is on my lower lash line. So I really, really like this. I feel like it's really good. Next palette is the Suva Beauty Trick or Treat palette. This was limited edition, but some of the colors are permanent. I have a whole video in case you're wondering which ones are permanent and which ones are limited edition. But I really, really love this. It was really fun. I feel like the colors are really pigmented and pretty. And I don't know, I just really like the selection. I feel like it's another really unique palette. And this this red called Bloody Mary is really beautiful. And I think this one's called Hookah, and this one is permanent, and that's beautiful too. So a palette that I have raved about so much is my MorphexKathleenlights palette. I'm not that big of a fan of Morphe, said it a million times, but this palette is bomb.com. I love this. I've used it so much. I just feel like it's the perfect palette. Again, I just love Kathleen Lights, and I feel like she did a wonderful job. The palette that I love but I don't use as much as I should is the Stila In The Light palette. And the reason why I love this so much is because Wanna Makeup April, she did a giveaway forever ago, and I actually won it, and I'm such a fan of her. And I don't know, I just love her channel, and I think that she's such a sweet person. So like winning her giveaway was like amazing to me. I did tell you guys in my old video that I had the In The Moment palette and I hated it. I thought that it was so horrible, but this one is so pretty. It's again a really, really good neutral palette. This one is a little bit more like actually neutral. It's not really warm or cool. It kind of has like a good mix of both. So I really like it, and it also has Kitten in it, which is such a pretty shade. So finally I have a face palette. This is the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour. I love the eye one, but I finally decided to get this one, and I kind of regret it a little because it just isn't perfect for my skin tone. Like this, even this shade right here is a little bit dark for me. And I like the contour, and I like the quality, but I just feel like I just can't get all my money's worth out of this palette. I told myself I didn't need it for so long, and then I was finally like, yes you do, yes you do, you're gonna make it work, it'll work, you're dark enough, you know you're not. And I don't know, I regret it a little. Another one that I got is the Ulta Cream Contour. I had to get this because I love the powder contour kit that they have. And this one I haven't used as much just because I'm not really that amazing at cream contouring or anything like that. But, I mean, obviously it has shades I can't really use, but I like it more because it's inexpensive. I think it was like $18, and Ulta always does like buy two, get two free deals. So I feel like I got a really good deal on like my purchase, and I don't know, I like it. I like it. This highlight shade is really pretty. So here's a contour kit that I absolutely love. I want to do a full review eventually. I still feel like I need to use it more before I do my full review because it is so expensive, but this is the Lunatic Labs Contour Kit, and as you guys can see, it has like a lot of shades, like every single shade I can make work for me. I mean, these really dark ones, maybe I use them with like a really light touch, but like I love, love, love these two highlight shades here. All the blushes are beautiful. These gray tones are just amazing for contouring. And I don't know, I just really, really love this palette. Another two palettes that I got are the StudioMakeup On The Go palettes from BoxyCharm. One is cool toned and one is warm. Here's the cool toned one, and here is the warm. I like these palettes enough. I think that they're nice. I think they're pretty. They work just fine, but I mean, I wouldn't like run out and pay $50 for them. I just don't feel like they're anything all that special. So another palette that I got, I'm so excited about this, is the ColourPop one. I actually got it in their secret bag, and if I can open this, it is their collab with AmandaSteele, but it is their first powder eyeshadows that they ever released. They now have like an entire line of them, and they have like 2 other palettes or whatever. But these are the first ones, and I have used it a few times and I really like it, and I feel like they're good quality. I'm not like obsessed or anything with like this color scheme. Like I said, I got in the secret bag, so I didn't choose it. But I do really love, like, I don't love these colors together, but I love them individually. So I like to incorporate them in different looks. So I got this palette very recently, and I haven't used it that much. I've only used it one time, but I did really like it. I feel like this is the perfect Smokey palette. It's beautiful, and I love all the shades. I feel like they're really pretty. The one thing, like, complaint I would have about this is, like, I feel like the glittery shades you definitely need a glitter primer with, or else they don't like really apply to your lid all that well. But I love the like the colors in this, and I was able to get it for $27, so that was legit. Another palette that I got is the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection, and I haven't even used this yet. I haven't even swatched it, just because like I got it like literally like 3 days after I came home from the hospital with my baby. So I just haven't had the chance, and I already own so many palettes like it that it's not like I feel like I'm using something new or different. I feel like I'm using like the same thing over, but I will use it eventually, I'm sure. But it is really pretty. This actually kind of smells funny. Oh, it smells bad actually. Gross. So this is the Ulta Beauty Strobing palette, and I got this because I love the Ulta palettes, and I think that this is a really great buy for your money. I think it's really gorgeous. It has like a cream highlight, and it has 4 powders. This one I use as a blush, and these 2 highlights actually work for my skin tone, and they're actually super soft and good quality, and I think this was maybe like $15. Next 2 palettes are from Paris Hilton. I got these at Ross for $6 each, and I have a full review up on my channel, but they have like the contour one, which looks just like the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and it's actually really good quality. Like I said, I have an entire review talking about these. And then here is the Strobing one. Again, really good quality, really soft powders. Like, I can't believe how cheap they are, and like most of them work for my skin tone. And I've used like this really pink one as a blush, and they're just all really beautiful, and they're actually really good. I really like them, and like no one talks about these. Last but not least, I have these 2 palettes from Profusion Cosmetics, which they did send to me. Just want to disclaim that, but I haven't used this one on my eyes yet, just because I swatched it and I wasn't as impressed with it. I felt like some of the colors were a little sheer, but wait, which color? That one's Silver Moon. And then this one is Berry Blood, and I have used this, and I felt like it was actually really pretty when I used it. I feel like it's all basically lid shades because there's no matte shades, but I think I used this pink one like with a halo eye, and then I dotted just a little bit of that one over it, like for some extra emphasis, and it was really pretty, and I liked it. So I think these palettes are $2 each, which is like amazing. So I definitely recommend the Berry Blood one. So those are all my updated palettes that I've got in like the last year and a half. I know, ridiculous. I just love palettes so much. So I will link my other one down below in case you're interested. Please don't judge me. I'm pretty sure my eyebrows were really bad, and it was like when I first started my channel, so it's not the best quality video ever in my life. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.